Hello. Just finishing setting up on my end. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening. While we wait for the game to actually load. Because it's not. Well, the game, it's the On Together virtual what have you. But yeah, well, we'll get there. We'll get there, I promise. If it ever loads. Part is, I got that part ready ahead of time, and still, nah. Zip, zilch, zero. Yet, none for Elowen. Oh, sorry, Marcy. Okay, On Together is thinking about. I was thinking about working. Are you gonna work? Not quite on with the music, but that's okay. And then, just a reminder, I am on whatever this freaking game is called. The worst part is I just said the title. It's On Together. There we go. That's what the title name is. I am on Together for anyone who would like to join me. Got a cute new outfit and everything. Let's scooch over to the writing so you guys can see my little dude's cute new outfit. We're not removing it, we're just hiding it. We're once again going in and telling the software that no, in fact, you can't see the game. You really can. There we go. It really likes to pretend it can't actually see the game. Okay, where should I have my person hang out today? Like, does today feel like a library day? Does it feel like D&D day? Does it feel like a napping day? Apparently napping is great in this game. I've never seen this before. Oh, it's how to play. Neat. My baby boy, are you gonna come nap underneath the counter with me? Or not counter, under the desk? Work here. Just planting a seed. Okay, so I still have plenty of gum. Apparently there's some kind of thing you get for eating a lot of frozen stuff. I'm not sure what. But who knows? Could literally be anything, could be nothing. Could be completely made up space age nonsense. You never know. I think I'm gonna go up to the Zen Mountain. Yeah, up there where you can meditate. There's so much to see and so much to do. Which I do really like. At the same time, it's like... Look at that. There we go. Aha, I fell in just the right place. So, anyone who wants to join me, I am up in the meditation area. I don't quite know what I want to work on today, actually. It's not that I could work on. Oh yeah. I think I'm pretty dang close to leveling, actually. So that's exciting. Oh, how interesting. How weird. Okay, anyway. We're gonna hit the focus. We're gonna meditate. Just, I don't know what... Each of them is a different thing. It's cute. It's like dancing, can read. I don't think I'll have her read up here. It's the thing I like to do. I like to go to places where people are supposed to be meditating and I read instead of meditate. I don't actually. Although meditation is good for you, I just don't do it. It's funny, I basically wrote a book on so many things that are good for you and your brain, and then basically never thought about it again. Which is kind of hilarious, kind of sad. Okay, we're gonna make this partial screen. We're gonna switch the side it's on. We're gonna switch the side it's on. We'll pull up our timer. And down will probably be better. Okay. So we're gonna do 4 25-minute sprints. But first, I'm gonna do my Z-type. Oh, hey, babe. How you doing? I'm gonna do my Z-type to hopefully increase my typing speed. We'll see if it actually works. I mean, my numbers are getting better over time, but, you know. They could always be even more better. Oh shit, I forgot to turn on closed captioning. I finally have closed captioning, it finally works, but it works better if I turn it on. Okay. Testing, testing, are you working? Yes, it's working. Okay, are you showing up over here? You're... Okay, yes, you're showing up over here. Alright, we're good, we're golden. So I recently discovered that despite the fact that I overall just kind of hate short-form content, YouTube has figured out how to catch me. And wouldn't you know it, it's clips from medical dramas. Which is insane, because I don't even really like medical dramas. They're usually too much drama, you know? But here I am, losing so many hours to snippets of medical dramas. It's because I want to know. Like, I don't care about the overall people's lives. I'm just curious what the actual medical issue is. I don't know, are there any videos that you guys get caught in unexpectedly? Also, my computer seems to be acting better today. I think it's entirely possible that it was just too cold last night and it was breaking my stuff. Also, I love how the music just doesn't fit at all. It's almost not fast enough. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Can type fast for some words, but not for others. Don't know what's going on there. That was close. That was so close. That was a pretty good multi-explosion. Also, I think this might be the farthest I've ever gotten. Ah, it got me. Yeah, that was my best score ever. New personal best, woo! New personal best, woo! You can't see it, but I'm doing happy hand pumps. Okay. Now that I've done that, what should I work on tonight? I could work on my zombie apocalypse project, or I could work on my Ghost Girl project. What do you think? Choices. Choices. What'll it be? I think I'm gonna work on my Ghost Girl project because I can't work on it at work usually. And I found a new outline, so things are a little different. Oh, my hands are cold again. It's getting too gosh dang cold. It's winter, I know, but it's too cold. I'm gonna freeze to death. Okay, I've got my gal. She's sitting here. She's in the meditation zone. I've got 4 sprints I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to write at least 2,000 words tonight. I'd like to get at least 3,000 words. So you know what? I'm actually gonna adjust the time. I'm gonna make it 30 minutes each, which I know is definitely going to drag this stream out well over 2 hours. Because it's 5 minutes, so like 2.5 hours easy. Which I will probably regret in the morning, but you know what? That's too dang bad. Okay. And let's get it writing, everyone. So 3, 2, 1. Me doing my Mythbusters 3, 2, 1. So this is just kind of the basic idea. I'm working off of a weird dream I had the other night. Which was basically just the setup to a horror novel by itself, but I never got to the part of the novel that was actually, like, horror. So it was just, like, the setup to a horror novel, which was really funny in retrospect. And then, of course, my word count down here at the bottom. So if I finish this outline tonight, I'm not going to continue working on it. I'm going to go work on my zombie project. We'll see if I actually finish it tonight. And for anyone who's dropping in, please feel free to tell us about your story. I'm always curious. You know, I should probably... Hold on. I'm gonna try to change the... I'm gonna edit this just a little bit. And then... Okay, so it's a little taller, so I can move this up a little bit. Yeah! That's nice. And then we're actually going to change how wide it is, too. Let's say maybe 50? Oh, that's way too wide. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Nope, wrong one. Oh, right, because that's not a real boundary. Right. Just wait for me to zoom in and make it quick. Sorry, I totally got distracted. Now I'm just fiddling with nonsense. This a little smaller. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying before I got totally distracted, if you're working on a project, please tell us about it. I'd love to hear about it. Also, in the last... God, it hasn't even been 24 hours. In the last 12 hours, Walls have been painted. Yay, I'm finally painting the walls. Onions have been cut. Dinner has been made. God, what else? There's been so many smelly things in my house. So my eyes are constantly watering just because of the strength of the various smells in my house. Like, it's a little ridiculous, I'll have you know. So my eyes are watering, so if I suddenly get distracted and just like, ah, my eyes! I have a legitimate reason. It could be literally any of the above. Earlier today it was the paint fumes, and now it's the onion fumes. Open the window again. I'm cold, but that's why I have a house coat. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Oh my god, and I can't spell tonight either. Oh, thank you for the follow! I appreciate it. Okay, now I have a legitimate reason to get distracted. So, Gigi writes magic. I am doing a thing where all of my followers get their own paper star, their own personalized paper star that goes into my star jar. So, I'm going to make you your own personalized paper star that I will then do my best to fold into a nice looking star, and we'll see if Mars comes out and decides to bless it. She's sleeping like right over there. Right there. See? Proof. Got your own little personalized... There we go. Got your own personalized star. My goal is to reach 1,000 followers by the end of 2026. So, thank you for helping me towards that goal. Oh, hello, the boy has joined us. I'm glad you like it. I'm honestly excited to work my way through the starships. I can't wait until I filled up the jar enough that I can, like, see the layers. Because, like, I'm working my way from the back towards the front. So you can see all the different colors. So hopefully they'll layer out pretty. Oh, hello! An American cheeseburger. Ha! I like it. Surprisingly, winter isn't too bad here. As you can tell by the fact that I have my window open, actually, because it's really not that cold. I mean, it's a little chilly. It's 40s? Hold on. Okay, it's like 31 degrees. It's right at the point of freezing. I live in Southeast Alaska, which is a temperate rainforest. So it's really not that cold here year-round. Think 30s and 40s. I'm not in the Arctic Circle part. I'm in the part that's a little further north than Seattle. The Arctic Circle is way further north than me. Like, if... Honestly, we're pretty similar to, like, think Ireland, the UK. Only instead of it being all bogs, it's all fens here. You know, acidic versus basic. Yes, yeah. We're... It's okay. I'm totally allowing myself to get distracted tonight. You may have noticed I've already distracted myself so many times. Yeah, but, like, we're, you know, a short jump away from like Seattle, so it's a lot like Seattle and Vancouver. So if you've ever seen a sci-fi movie or TV show where it's in a forest, that's what my backyard looks like. I'm not even joking. I show you when it's dark out. Behold! GG writes, magic your star. It was a star jar. Which is kind of lovely to have every sci-fi movie's backyard look, or every sci-fi movie forest look like my backyard, but at the same time it's like, oh great, horror movies are scarier because that could be my backyard. Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge, huge country. Not quite Russia big, but we're pretty dang big. I think it's like 6 time zones? How many time zones are there here? And, oh, I'm just getting fully distracted now. Yeah, there's 6 time zones, because East Coast, Central, Mountain, Pacific, and then Alaska and Hawaii each have their own times. Yeah, so 6 time zones. Yeah, I like making little paper stars. They're cute. They're fun. I'm enjoying making them. And, like, despite the fact that it's been like 2 weeks because I've been on vacation, apparently the muscle memory is strong with making them. Honestly, I'm all for joining Russia. They got some good stuff going on, and also there's less people. I'm very much so camp I would like to be away from people. But that's just my antisocial ass. So I'm actually, like, getting my space set up. So I don't have my only cam is for my hands on the keyboard. Nothing else too exciting. But I spent most of today painting. And it was very bleh, but it looks a lot better. I'm excited to actually paint it the colors I want, though. So right now, I'm writing a story that is... Well, I'm working on an outline for a story that's a horror novel for a event that I joined. But it's actually inspired by a dream I had a couple of weeks ago. But it was super weird because, like, the dream was... Like, you know, you watch a horror movie and, like, there's a whole bunch of things that are, like, the setup to the horror movie before it gets to the actual scary part. That's what the dream was. I woke up before it got actually scary. It was just like, that's a little odd. That feels like something we should note for later in the movie. And then I woke up and I was like, I wonder how the rest of that would go. So I sat down and wrote it out. I've got another doc over here that's just, like, everything I could remember from the dream. It's like 1,000 words long. And now I'm turning it into an outline so I can actually work off of it. How about you guys? Are you working on any fun projects tonight? I always love hearing about other people's stories, both for inspiration and just because I'm so curious. I wanna know what people are working on. Everyone's got their own passion for their projects, and I love seeing it. It's great. Sleepy kitty. And I've written a few different things. The big project I'm currently working on is technically a romance. I mean, I say technically, it is romance. But I'm working on a larger zombie apocalypse series that I'm hoping to get published this winter. Or at least out this winter. And then I'm hoping to get my sci-fi series off the ground in the next couple of years. Next year, probably. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at. I talk a big talk, and then the hands do not hand. And the brain does not brain. That's cool. Is that for fun, for research, just so you have a map for later, just something to show off? What are you eating? My boy cat is so sweet and so dumb. It's a shame you've never had the brain cell in your life. He looks at me all cute and then he goes back to chewing on part of a door frame. Why are you so dumb, baby? Ugh. My sweet dumb baby boy. He's like 2 now. It's crazy. We don't know how old he is exactly because he's adopted. Ugh, no shit, Elowen. No. We don't know exactly how old he is because we got him from a pound. Hello, hello, welcome. Is that arm? Is that like bones? That's fantastic. I love that. What was I saying? We don't know exactly how old he is, but I got him last March. And he is my sweet baby boy who's never seen the brain cell in his life. That's cool. How's the attempt going? Oh, Silas Eye Radiant. I love the bone arm. It's ridiculous. Not too bad. I'm letting myself get distracted a lot this evening. I want to write, but at the same time, it's like, I want to chat with you guys. I want to hang out. I want to see how you guys are doing. I want to know what you're working on. I want to put more stars into the star jar. I'm greatly enjoying putting stars into the star jar. It makes me happy. I've actually got a jug for if I ever fill this up. I've got a bigger jug that I can put all the stars into. Star jar. So these are all my followers. Say hi. So every time I get a new follow, I put a new star into the star jar, a personalized one. So every time I get a new follow, I get a piece of my star paper. There we go. My star paper. I'm working my way from the bottom up. And I personalize it, and then I put it into the star jar. And I'm not sure if I will probably do something special when it's all filled up. I'm not sure what yet. Figure out when we get there. But, my goal for the year is to reach 1,000 followers. So as I creep my way up, I'll have this visual representation. And also it's so lovely that's like, hey, this is what 76 people who are supporting me in what I'm doing. That's so exciting. I love it. Thank you. I stole the idea from somebody, but only because who was it? I think it was Beauty and the Geek. Only because I had a whole bunch of star strips because I used paper stars for my Christmas tree this year. Or last year. And I thought, I ordered way too many star strips, like way too many. So I was like, what can I do with all of these leftover star strips? And I was chatting with them and they were like, hey, this is what we're planning to do. And I'm like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. And then I know Beetlebeeb, who's hanging around somewhere, is also planning to do something similar. I don't know what they're planning to make. And I like paper stars. But I also like that all of the strips are different color. So, like, you can't really see it with just the purple and the blue. Maybe if I hold it. You can see that there's a few purples and blues in there. But my I can't wait to go through more of the colors so you can, like, see layers. It's gonna be a sand jar, but it's a star jar. But, of course, that requires me to stop shaking the jar every time I show it off, because I'm just so excited. And what I'm supposed to be doing right now is writing sprints. It's fairly good. The highest expense so far is the framing. I might have to switch to cinder blocks and only use stone for the foundation, also having to cross brace everything to make it earthquake resistant bites into the budget. All of these words make sense. I can see how using pure stone. Oh, sweet baby. Baby who is not causing chaos. Smeagol. Smeagol just woke Mars up because he wants to play, and she's sleeping. So if you heard that sweet little murr, that was her waking up in confusion, which I was able to quickly save Smeagol from getting himself bapped the hell out of by pretending it was me that woke her up. But yeah, I can see how using a lot of stone would eat up the budget pretty quickly. Although I don't know what cross braces are. Like, how does that work into everything? Okay. Also, I'm like technically following this outline here. It's supposed to be a horror novel outline. Hello, welcome back, country girl. How you doing? Long time no see. So yeah, I'm technically working off of a horror outline, but I've read and watched so much horror that I'm just like kind of glancing over it. Like, some of it's working, some of it's not. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. What are you guys working on? Got anything cool you're working on? Anything you feel like sharing? I feel it. Well, the good news is in about 7 minutes I will be done with this writing sprint, and then I'm going to procrastinate doing anything else by playing fishing in this silly little game I've got up. So if you want to join me for procrastinating then, and then for the next sprint, you can see if you can get stuff done. Yeah, the last couple of weeks, it's one of the dark parts of winter, it's the longer part of winters. Hard to get the motivation to get anything done. Giant stealer with an access about 10 walls from base to seal. Interesting. That's kind of cool. I'm guessing that's something that, like, if you make it out of wood, there still has to be a lot of metal propping it up, and you probably can't exactly make it out of stone easily, can you? That's pretty cool. Understandable. Have you showered or socialized in the last 24 hours? I find those can both be things that also increase the urge to procrastinate. Generally, socializing in person, if you're only socializing on Twitch, that's not like, it's a form of socialization, but it doesn't have the same benefits as a sitting down across from someone or next to someone or calling someone. Especially because it's, a lot of Twitch streams are going to have some kind of delay. Okay, that's the end of the first sprint. I think I barely I think I got like 400 words. I don't think I managed to... Let's see if I can make it to the little dock that's out here somewhere. duck boat. I can't fish from the duck boat though. Shit. Yeah, buildings were actually made of cheap plastic concrete. Casting is probably the right choice. Just because hand carving everything is going to be a nightmare and it will take forever. Hey, that's awesome! Congrats on being so close to the end of the draft. I'm pretty close with the what's it called? Ethos of a Hitman, but not quite there yet. Like honestly what I need to do is just like sit down and not let myself take a break. Triggerfish, Queen. She thought it was tough skin and strong teeth. Which sounds counterintuitive, I know. But like really that's what I gotta do. So I just gotta sit down and like sit on myself and get it done. Great Barracuda. Well, it's not very great. Look at how little it is. It's the duck boat. It's not quite long gone. Eh. Give me a fish for a little bit, and then I'm gonna find somewhere else to camp out. Just a reminder, if you guys have On Together, you can totally come and join this world. It's, I think, Elowen Writes is live or something like that. I love having peeps come out and hang out with me. It's always fun. I feel like then we're all more productive as a team. No! I don't know what a conlang is. Or, I've heard the phrase before, but I can't pull the meaning off the top of my head. Okay, one more, then I really do gotta stop fishing. See, this, as it turns out, is my favorite genre of minigame. Or, favorite genre of game. It's just a game that has fishing. That's it. That's all I want. Interesting. Like Esperanto? Oh. No, I guess that makes sense. It's a constructed language, right? My mom is a big fan of... It was Heinlein who came up with Esperanto, right? Interesting. Well, I wish you luck with it. That is a big undertaking. Hopefully you feel very productive doing it. Is there a purpose for it? Or is it just for fun? Alright, we are about to start the next sprint. You've got about 10 seconds if you want to pull up your stuff and get started on it. I feel like I tried to make a language once and then I went, you know what? I'm not jerk Tolkien. Okay, and we're starting, so get on it if you want to get on it. I am not Conlegs George, so I will respect the people who can do it, and I will do my best to learn language myself. That has a pretty good feel. pretty cool. What kind of book series would it be? Oh, I'm covered in paint flecks. Blech. Well, whichever you end up deciding to do, you're welcome to hang out here. Just us chickens. Oh, that's a bad idea. That's almost sovereign citizen levels of bad idea. Everything still smells like paint nuggets. It's a terrible mix of smells, let me tell you. Which is weird, because it's not actually necessarily bad. Like, they're not bad smells on their own, they're just smells that are like... ugh. This is the key for opening up the paint cans. It just happened to be nearby, so I'm fiddling with it now. Interesting. I had an idea once for a series of books that were just going to be the punk verse, and each one was a different kind of punk. Steampunk, cyberpunk, stone punk, hope punk, splatterpunk. Oh, there were more. Nature punk, I think, was one of them. Green punk, maybe? No, solar punk. There we go. I got there. Never got around to the idea, but I think I've still got it written down somewhere. There's so many different kinds. Clockpunk, I think that's just kind of steampunk. Might be steampunk with a couple extra steps. Steampunk is very much so about, like, having clock faces on everything. Atom Punk, that's the Fallout before the Fallout happens. That's the Fallout universe. There's more. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, there's so many. Like, at one point I did have a list that was just like, I'm going to work my way down this list writing short stories. I've actually got a book on my bookshelf that's called Shark Punk. And all of the books are, it's a book of short stories, and all of the short stories are about sharks. I don't remember all of them, but there's some good ones in there. I gotta go find it. Not gonna go look for it right now. Gotta go find the list of punk ideas, not Shark Punk book. Hopefully your head improves. I think we'll just be here vibing. Martha's sleeping on her head. It's really cute. If I can just, like, ignore the mess in the rest of the room. Can you see her? Yeah, just a little bit. She's a sleepy baby. You're sleeping on her head because that's how cold it is. Well, thank you. Hopefully you get to come around again. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I do video games, but Sundays and Mondays are all writing streams. So if you ever want to drop in and have a writing companion, you know, you're always welcome. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or whatever time of day it is for you. too many Danny in my stories. I have to come up with some new names. Like, this girl's gonna stay Danny, but like, from here on out, I need to come up. I really like Jack, and I really like Danny. They're good names. It'd also help if I could spell realizes correctly. It's like the third time I've misspelled it in an hour. Hello, hello! Welcome to the chat! How are you doing? Yeah! I finally got it set up correctly. Turns out I needed to have the website that is running the closed captioning through open while I have them up and running on the screen for it to work properly. I hope you're doing well. We're about an hour into the stream. I'm gonna do, so I've got this sprint, which has another 15 more minutes, and then I think 2 more, and then I'll be done for the evening. I'm gonna see if I can reach like 3,000 words. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm doing pretty good already, though. Sleepy girl. My sleepy baby. Now you also get the full benefit of watching me baby talk to my cats. Well, technically it's baby talking Mars and trash talking Smeagol. He deserves it, though. He's being a dummy. Although he's probably just sleeping on my bed right now. The bastard. It's all warm and snuggled up. Ah, good luck. I don't know how to do that one. I at least got them on screen. You did everything? What do you mean? TV Angel. Oh, it's a teddy bear! That makes sense. What on earth is a TV? No, that makes sense. Does it still work? I accidentally turned it off. Whoopsie. But like, why isn't it updating? Oh, that's why. I'm guessing. Yeah. If you guys want to tell me what you're working on, I'd love to hear about it. What do you mean you were wrong? That's sad. Did I give the old woman a name? No, I just said the old one. I really gotta come up with more descriptive terms than just the old man and the old woman. Because other than the main character, there's not a single person who's not an octogenarian. Or older. Alright, peeps. Now's the time to tell me about your stories. Or at least, now's the time to prep to tell me about your stories, because we've got about 5 minutes until the next break time. And then I'll actually be able to read everything and, like, linger over it. Hey, how you doing? Long time no see, it's been a minute. How did you get the Hornet badge? Ah, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm still gonna be on here for another hour, so if you wanna come in, hang out. I have some of these. They're the little candy heart things. They were super cheap at Walmart, so I was like, yes, I will grab a few, because they're ridiculous. I like the orange ones a lot better than the cherry ones, though. These are not as good. They're still tasty, but not as good. Oh my god, little alien cats! I love them! Getting distracted, I'm getting distracted. I got 3 more minutes, then I can get distracted. It's basically time to just let myself distracted. I'm at, I think, 1,200 words for the time being. That is pretty good, you know? I think I want to Just 10 hours of steady focus. Nice. Oh, usually noise. I don't know why I did. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Casting the line out as far as I can. Oh no! Well, I hope your day goes better than you think it will. And good luck. Just know that you're stronger than the day. No matter what, the day will end, but you get to be here tomorrow. So, sorry that you have to go so early, though. I love getting to hang out with you. But I guess I'll be back tomorrow, so if nothing else, you can celebrate that. But you got this. Good luck at school. I believe in you. You should also believe in yourself. What they said. Hug of encouragement and power. Oh my god, that's so cute. Yeah, bear hug time. I wish I had one of those gifts that was like, good luck at Magic Girl or whatever it is. Like, there's a Tumblr post that's like that. I don't remember what it is. Mars has adjusted. She's flipped. So now she's gently toasting the other side of her body. Ooh, spadefish. Strips Bongo. I do love the Bongo Cat stuff. That's so cute. Yeah, I don't know what technical issues I was having yesterday. Today everything's fine. Okay. I have about 1 minute remaining. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna camp out on the boat up there. Just for funsies. Yes, show us all the bongos. Up to 3 kinds of bongos. Oh my god, it's a roosterfish. Glistening kitty, or glittering kitty. Ah, praying kitty. He's a sparkly baby. There's so little. It's a pajama cardinal fish. Okay. Nope. Can look at all my fish next time. Off we go. Oh, wow, yonder, lost again. Son of a bitch. Why can't I get up? Oh no, are we not out on the boat anymore? Hey, that got worked. Okay. Oh, no, I did not. I need to go up there. My attention was to come around to this side. Fwee. Oops. Alright guys, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good luck everybody. Back on that grind. I'm locked in, surprisingly. That's exciting! How's that going? I've always loved the idea of doing a challenge like that. I think it'd be fun. I'm no poet, though. Maybe a short story a day. Nice, nice. Poet if you didn't know it. Yeah, it's technically possible. I don't know. I've admired poetry, but it's never an arena that I've, like, dug into. Okay, so this is completely out there, but that just reminds me. So there's this TV show, which is based off of a children's book series. It's a cartoon. And it's called Fangbone. In the book series it's based off of is, like, Fangbone 3rd Grade Barbarian. And there's an entire episode where the kids are, like, rap battling someone, and Bill is pretty good at it, and Fangbone is not. And it's so funny. Because it's like, you were a poet, and you did not even know what came next. Like, it's right there. But he just... gone. Whew, right over his head. Which makes sense, he's a barbarian, he's not a poet. That's a good show. I wonder if it's still around anywhere. Yeah, it's not even on Netflix anymore. Sling TV? What is this nonsense? Where went my rhyme? It's gone. Lost to the sands of time. Yeah, no, my spelling is... My fingers are too fast and I don't care enough to fix it right now. That's fair. It's the cool, dark part of the year. Now is definitely the time to start on RPGs. Making them, writing them, playing them. All of the above. That's so fair. Have you heard of the Fate system? It's very roleplay heavy, but I love it. I don't know, there's so many good systems. Many of which do not belong to a corporate overlord. Yeah. I never really liked 4E. It wasn't my game. It was too much like a board game, not a role-playing game for me. But yeah, like, they switched systems so many times. Which I understand, like, why they did it, like, why they switched from 3.5 to 4E like they did. And then almost so fast to 5E. But still, like, come on, guys, you knew you could have done better. And now I'm just playing with my star strips. They're so pretty. I have even more than these somewhere. I don't know where they are right now. But most of them don't have patterns like these. Like, they don't have the actual stars on them. So they're gonna look a little different. But they're in brighter colors, which I'm kind of excited about, because these ones are so dark. Yeah. Like, one of the things... Like, yeah, you're making the game more forward, but also you're not really explaining, like, how this affects the game. Because, like, sign language is now a common language that anyone can learn in 5e. Or technically as of the 2024 edition. But they didn't explain if you could cast spells in it, because, like, the silence spell affects the ability to cast spells, right? Because it makes it so you can't do the verbal components and you can't, you know, say the spells. But if your character speaks sign language, shouldn't they be able to just, like, cast the spells anyway? So, like, it's just, it feels like a lot of the stuff is not as well thought out as it could be. And also, it's just, it feels like it's very dumbed down. Like, not dumbed down, but, like, the leaps they're making are not great leaps. Like, one of the things I was most mad about when they switched, like, I kind of just ignored 4.5, or 4.0, it wasn't mine. I basically went straight from 3.5 to 5e. But one of the things that made me the most upset about 5e was the monster races used to be so unique. Like, some of them had upwards of half of a page of just, like, backstory and information and, like, cool stuff. And then in 5e, they basically said, no background unless it directly relates to an attack. What? That's bullshit! There's so much history that you're losing out. There's so much ability to roleplay the characters. Roleplay the monsters that you're missing out because the monsters' abilities are now only related to attack. My favorite example of this is the Xorn, X-O-R-N. Because the Xorn, it says in the 3.5 rules that they will not fight. Ever. Like, their whole thing is that they are peaceful. Like, pacifists. They do not want to fight you. They will never fight you. If you try to fight them, you know what they do? Because they're from the Earth plane, they just drop into the ground and go away. But yeah, just the fact, like, all of the Xorn's interesting information in 5.0 is just, by the way, this stuff relates to the attack. But if you read the 3.5 monster manual, you would know those guys would never fight. They would never use any of the attacks because they just run away at the first chance they get. It's bullshit. Yeah, it really is best to just cherry pick the route. It is funny. I work at a game store, so that's why I have such strong feelings about this. But like, I work at a game store, so I'm always like, yes, I have strong feelings against 5.0, but also I can't straight up say you shouldn't buy 5.0, 3.5 is better, because they're not printing 3.5 anymore, so I can't actually sell 3.5 to anyone anymore. Which sucks, because I would much rather play 3.5 than 5.0. And like, it is a little bit more number crunchy, but like, you did my monsters dirty. Well, good luck. Have fun. Hopefully you're meeting them somewhere in the middle works. I'm just camp. You know what? We're using all of the monsters. It doesn't matter what edition they came from, and good luck if you fight a monster that you don't know how to deal with because it's from a completely different rule set. Humanoid is a thing. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Sure. Cool. Okay, so what do you mean by casts? Like, are they all a kind of spellcasters or something? Hey, welcome, welcome. How you doing? We are up to writing sprints tonight. I am currently outlining a new project, and Creative One in the chat is telling us about their way of mixing and merging the rules of 3.5 and 5.0 to make something entirely new, which I'm very excited to hear about. What is an egg salad stream? That makes sense. Yeah! Okay, I will be right back. I have to run to the bathroom. So, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll be right back. Hello, hello! Welcome to the chat, Happy the Hound. Nice to see you around. What you guys can't see is my awkward shuffle halfway across the room. They like recognizes like. Everyone's excited for everyone, that's what we're here for. It sounds like a lot of interesting stuff for an alternate D&D. Oh, Mars is coming up. Hello, pretty girl. This is Mars. She's a sweetie pie. She didn't used to be a sweetie pie. She used to be a cantankerous old woman. But she has chilled a lot in her old age. Yeah, it's nice to see where the crossover happens. And I'm now trying to ride around cat butt. She thinks I'm rubbing her butt, which is not quite what I'm intending to do, but it's what's happening. She's a slinky. She's a sleepy girl. She's probably cold. Honestly, I've got the window open still. Mars doesn't care what I'm doing. She thinks I should be petting that cat. Yeah, pretty girl. She doesn't care what I'm doing. She is my biggest writing block. Literally. Exactly. And the side quest is pet the kitty. Pet, pet, pet. Pet, pet. Pet, pet, pet. Pet, pet, pet. Pet the kitty. Okay, I'm gonna close the window again. Hopefully the paint/onion fumes doesn't overwhelm me again. Nope, what's going on? Don't sit on the keyboard. It really is. It's too effective. Snowball bug. Moving the star jar so it's just a little out of the way, it doesn't get damaged. We're spill stars everywhere. Alright, how are you guys feeling? Are you feeling productive? Do you feel like you're getting stuff done? I'm feeling pretty productive. I'm actually almost done the outline, which is surprising. I didn't think I'd actually get that far. I get this far. hopefully you get some good rest. Sleep well, pleasant dreams, and all that fun stuff. I think after this is one more sprint, so there's a little bit of time here. For anyone who needs a kickstart to get stuff done. That they're like mispressed, just like just a little scooch and suddenly your caps locked. It's ridiculous. Okay, yes, sleep. Sleep well, pleasant dreams, get good rest. I'll be back tomorrow if you want to come in and hang out tomorrow. I think I'm playing Baldur's Gate with Tabby, so you're totally welcome to join us and commentate on the D&D therein. And otherwise, just I'll be back Sunday and Monday for more writing sprints. And that was time, so let's go fishing real quick. Let's see how I do. Blue fish. I do love that the fish are just kind of all over the place, that there doesn't seem to be any real rhyme or reason to what you find or where. Oh, yeah? What's up? Houndfish. do appreciate that you get tickets for the different fish you buy too. You can use to buy stuff so it's not just only focus. What? So offended. Kubera snapper. It's a big fish, huh? Okay, apparently I leveled up. It's a missing shoe! And I do appreciate that you also don't throw the trash back into the ocean. You throw fish back into the ocean, but trash goes in your pockets. Another bluefish. Are you sleepy, baby? Do I keep waking you up by talking? I know, so terrible. So traumatizing. Poor traumatized baby kitty. Triple tail. Big fish. Last one, and then I'm gonna settle up, drink some water. Put away the snacks, because they're not good for me. Tasty, not good for me. We'll grab some of my cheese poofs to eat though. Because they're also not good for me, but at least they're not sweet. I'm eating apple. Nope. Okay, we sit on the very end and focus. You can! Yay! That's all I wanted, honestly. I can't grab the cheesy poofs, the cat's sitting on me. This is a tragedy, guys. It's an absolute tragedy. Also, behold my big ass water bottle. It's still halfway full. I got this so I don't have to get up as many times. Okay, and just a reminder folks, we are on our 4th and final sprint for the evening. So now is the time to get crack-a-lackin' if you're working on something. really need to find you one of the cat brushes. Sleepy. Oh, cheesy poofs. I can't reach them. Those will have to be an after stream snack, I think. sorry, I keep waking you up because I want to pet your head. I keep petting her head. It's the worst thing I could do. She wants to sleep. You hear her purr? It's a good purr. Quiet, but good. Excuse me. Sneezes. They're breaking containment. She doesn't like it when I play with her tail. So you should get mad about it. Stretch. Is here all patty paws? No? Okay. Well, what are these ones? Apparently no, I'm not allowed to see her patty paws. For the record, I'm saying paws. Like her feet and toe beans. I'm planning to take her to get her nails trimmed tomorrow, so I'm seeing how much growth there is from the last time I took. Oh, she's so mad. She's not even gonna stay on the table. She's so mad, for the record. But yeah, I think I last took her like a month ago, so depending on how much growth she has will be whether I need to take her again in 3 weeks or 4. Because it's kind of a quality of life thing for her when her claws get she's not very good about retracting her claws. She never has been. Not in the entire time we've had her. So it gets like caught in the carpet, and one of her claws will get caught in the carpet and stuff, and it obviously hurts her, especially long term. So to keep her quality of life good, I gotta take her to go every 3-4 weeks. Her back paws looked okay though, so depending on her front paws, it might be a once every 3 weeks or once a month thing. Also, it doesn't help that my brain's being a little bit eaten by a trip I'm planning for this fall. Which is hilarious because it's not for 8 months, you know. It does not need to be eating my brain quite this much. And yet, because I'm excited, I'm ready to go. It's silly. So silly, but I'm excited. Almost 2,000 words. Over 2,000 words. Go me. call that good enough. Alright, I think I'm done with the outline here. I'm gonna put all my numbers into TrackBear. And we'll go for there. Let's see if I can slip a few minutes of the Zombie Apocalypse project in here at the end. Yeah, I almost tripled my word count. That's pretty good. Let's see. 1 hour and 50 minutes. I'll say 1 hour 30. Now we're up to 7 pages. Yeah, not quite up to where Amy's at on the leaderboard, but you know what? I'm still doing pretty good. I'm looking a little shy of my 1,000,000 words for the year, but what's important is that I keep trying, you know? Okay, Plymouth Zombie Apocalypse project. Scooching down to wherever we're at. There it is. Okay, really I only need like 600 more words to count for the day. Because right now I need 3,085 words per day to write 1,000,000 words. So if I read a little bit more than that, I can write a little bit less tomorrow, which is kind of how it works. guys time. So we're gonna move on over to the ending screen. Hopefully you guys all feel very productive and like you got a lot done. I'm feeling really productive and like I got a lot done. At very least over 2,000 words. And I know I'm rounding in on 3,000, so go me. I got another 100 words, so I still have to squeeze out another 500 words to be at over 3,000 for the day. But you know what? I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Anyway, thanks you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you feel productive, or you just enjoyed hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday to play video games. Tuesdays tend to be Baldur's Gate with Tabby. Wednesdays are multiplayer games with a whole cast and crew of people. Sometimes Beetle Beaba's there, sometimes other people. And then Thursdays is solo game right now. I'm trying to play through Subnautica because I've never done that before. Just a reminder, I am an author. I do have books available on Amazon. Same Elowin as Elowin Writes. You should go check it out. And yeah, night night.